So somebody asked me to take a look at gold and what is going on with gold right now and what is going on with the dollar. Is the dollar about to collapse? What is going on? Let me say from the beginning, I am not a certified financial planner. I am not in any professional capacity a financial analyst yet, but I am going for my CFA and studying on my own, which is something that you do. You study on your own. There are classes you can take, but that's classes that you pay for somebody to help you study on your own. That being said, I do day trade from time to time. I'm a very short trader. I'm in and I'm out. I am a technical trader. I am not a long-term investor. The only thing I do with that, even my real estate that I invest in, I'm in and out. I flip houses. I don't even refurbish them and flip them. I simply flip them to, I'm a wholesaler. Okay. Enough of the tangent. Now, gold. I recommend, this is just my opinion. This is not a professional opinion. Don't take my advice if you don't want to. I recommend, if you are going to think about saving money, having more than an emergency fund in cash, and in emergency fund, I tell all of my viewers, everybody who reads my blogs, everybody who reads my financial blogs, when I used to be on my TV show, I told everybody, have an emergency fund. I say have an entire year of cash whereby you could pay all of your bills, everything, live completely comfortable for an entire year without ever having one red cent come to you. So that means that you would have enough money for all of your bills, any mortgages, any daily expenses, any monthly expenses, cell phone, car, gas, food, replenishing clothes, anything, any and everything, an entire year's worth. So you would have to calculate what do you spend an entire year's worth, including if you want to go into a vacation. So you would have that much in your emergency fund. That's something that you should have at all times, right? If you want to go over and above that, I recommend going into physical gold or physical silver. Now, a lot of people get on TV or on YouTube and try and sell you gold. Of course, they're selling you gold at a premium. I'm not here to sell you gold. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm telling you, I'm going to just show you how to buy gold and tell you when is a good time to buy gold. That's all I'm doing. And I will say this, gold is not an investment. I know a lot of people are going to tell you differently, and it's going to look like an investment because of how bad the dollar is doing, but it is not an investment. You should never confuse it with an investment. An investment meaning that you buy the item or service or whatever, and the item itself generates money such that you gain income from it. When you sell the item, that could be the income, or if you hold the item, that could be the income. Gold is not an investment. Never confuse it with an investment. It is a hedge against inflation. Now, that might seem like I'm splitting hairs, but I am not. It means that you are trying to retain the value of your dollars that you have today. So, in layman's terms, if you bought $100 worth of gold in 10 years, in 20 years, if you sold that gold it would be worth $100 today of today's $100. So that means in the year 2030, it might sell for $1,000. But don't confuse that with an investment. It's not gaining you money. It's simply hedging against inflation. The dollar is rapidly decreasing, right? So if you sold it for $1,000 in the year 2030, you have to then calculate how much is $1,000 in the year 2030 to the 2013 dollar, right? And if you come up with $100, there you go. You've done exactly what you were supposed to do. And that's what it's used for. It's to hedge against inflation. So I say, make sure you purchase physical gold, physical silver. So let's take a look at gold. So gold is now at $1,363. The 52-week low was $1,211.40 in US dollars per troy ounce. The 52-week high was $1,794.10 US dollars 1 troy ounce. Gold bullion bars are available in standard 1 troy ounce, 10 troy ounce, and 32.15 troy ounce or kilo bar sizes, as well as in larger 100 ounces and 400 ounces bar sizes. Smaller gold bars weighing less than 1 troy ounce are available from some gold dealers. Gold ingots are generally pure gold with an industry standard minimum fineness of 0.995 fine, ensuring that the highest quality, purity, and clarity. Gold bullion bar prices generally include a small premium over the spot gold price to cover the manufacturing cost of the bar. As a general rule, the larger the gold bar, the smaller the premium in percentage terms. So, to ensure that an investor pays the lowest premium possible, gold bars should be purchased in the largest possible size. Gold is obviously being manipulated right now, and here's why. China and South Korea are buying an entire year's worth of gold each and every year. With such demand constantly in each quarter, why would gold be near the 52-week low? It's an impossibility. Let me repeat that. China and South Korea have set as their economic policy that they will purchase all of the gold or enough of the gold, the same amount of gold that is dug up and mined in a year. That's how much gold they are purchasing each and every year. And they have been doing this for years. They are getting out of the dollar. Silver. Silver is now at $23. The 52-week low is $18.53. The 52-week high is $35.04. Silver is bought in a few ways. The official government bullion coins, silver bullion, rounds, medallions, and junk silver coins and others. I won't get into the others. Junk silver coins consist of coins minted before 1965. So that's dimes, nickels and quarters, half dollars, and dollars. And is usually sold in bags with at least $1,000 in face value of coins inside of the bag. These bags contain roughly 715 ounces of silver and cost about $2,000. However, some dealers will sell smaller bags. Is silver being manipulated? You betcha. The demand for gold and silver is at its highest ever. However, ETFs and gold-silver certificates represent more gold and silver than is even physically available. There are more ETFs for gold and silver out there, more certificates out there than there actually is gold and silver. Now, we have a few countries demanding their gold from the Federal Reserve. You have Germany, who is almost going to war with the Federal Reserve. Understand that the Federal Reserve is not the U.S. government. The Federal Reserve is a bank. It's just a bank, just like Wells Fargo and Bank of America. They supposedly went around to a bunch of countries after World War II and asked those countries to secure their gold with the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve gave them gold certificates in response to those handling their gold. Well, Germany has asked for their gold back. They are repatriating all of their gold. And the Federal Reserve is balking and say it won't be available until the year 2020. Now, what is going on? The dollar is the world reserve currency. That means that anything that is bought between countries is translated into dollars. Oil, other commodities, even consumer goods are traded in US dollars. So what has been going on is, while the US gets all of their imports and what have you, what they're doing is printing more dollars. So they basically are taxing the people. So you get your oil from foreign countries, your consumer goods from foreign countries. But what you do is, so say you get $100 worth of iPhones from China. I'm talking about, like, manufacturer costs, where an iPhone is like 2 pennies. You get $100 worth of iPhones from China. I know there's some people can't understand what $100 worth. So imagine if an iPhone cost half of a penny, right, to manufacture, and you bought $100 worth of iPhones. So you have in your hand, when the Chinese person gives it to you, $100 worth of iPhones. You hand them $100 bill, but then you go and print out $1 million. How much is that $100 bill worth now? One penny, something like that. I know, I'm a financial analyst, right? I'm great at math. So their $100 bills is now worth basically a penny, right? Because you have just now rendered their $100 bill worthless. So now you can turn around and buy more $100 bill, more $100 bill, more $100 bill, more $100 bill. $100 in iPhones, and more iPhones and more iPhones and more iPhones. Meanwhile, you're printing and printing and printing, and they're giving you actual valuable stuff. You actually physically have an iPhone, and you're handing them paper. But in the meantime, you're printing. So what countries are now realizing is what is going on. We say it in the news. We say we're printing in the news. So they know what's going on. So what are they doing? They are getting out of the dollar. We have gone to wars and killed people for getting out of the dollar. But now China, Saudi Arabia, OPEC, South Korea are now getting out of the dollar, purchasing gold, trading oil in Chinese yuan and the euro. They are getting out of the dollar. So no longer, it's very soon, the US dollar will not be the reserve currency. And that means that the US dollar will collapse. I am going to go into full detail of this in a much, much longer video and tell you the specifics of what is going on. I just wanted to touch upon that today. Would I buy gold or silver? Yes, I would think that you would want 50% of your portfolio today. Your portfolio, they are printing $80 billion a month. I think I have that figure correct. They are printing $80 billion a month. So imagine, remember the scenario of the guy taking the $100 of iPhones and he's handing him a $100 bill but printing $1 million? And that guy basically is losing every $100 bill. He's just losing value, yet handing out $100 worth of actual iPhones. Actual iPhones you can then turn around and sell for, what, 500, 600, 700 each? So, Americans are retaining the actual value, but sending out worthless paper, literally worthless paper. I would say today, I would have my portfolio 50% in physical gold that you take delivery of. That you take delivery of. Not in somebody's bank, not in somebody's vault to safeguard for you. Take physical possession of the silver and gold. Of the two, I would buy silver. I would definitely buy silver. I don't know too many people who can fork over $1,300 for gold. Silver, when you compare the price of silver to gold from the 1980 price, I believe, to the today's price, silver has actually gained in value, as ironic as it sounds, compared to gold. So for every 100 ounces of silver, let's say 100 ounces of silver, 1,000 ounces of silver, you want to compare that to 1 ounce of gold. Go back to 1980 and see comparatively, does the chart go like this, where this is gold and this is silver? Or does it go like this, where silver outperforms gold? And that's what you have to look at. All right. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show. Leave a comment. Share this video. A lot of people don't know what the dollar collapse means. And they think it means something so earth-shattering and something that can never happen. And trust me, it could happen. I will get into more detail in the much longer video. Thank you for watching Shikama Live.